What's up, boys? We're back with some more of the Spell Brigade early access. I'm like 1 minute into a run, but I've gotten so many crazy upgrades onto the solar pulse. I'm just going to go ahead and show this off a bit. So I've got a level 6 on that already. It's 1 level away from the first elemental infusion. I was just grinding up some XP for the meta progression, but I guess we're going to actually do a video on this one as well then. Trying to finish up a quest over here. We have to kick the soccer balls into this thing. Can I see the stats I've gotten on that so far? I don't think so, but all of the upgrades on it are either blue or purple, so should be able to get some pretty crazy overall stats on the aura effects. And we'll get an augment after I finish this here, I think. Less damage when enemies are inside your spell area. It doesn't sound that great, but maybe if we take this one, there will be some more interesting augments for it later on. And then I've got a little bird spell over there, but it's only level 1, so probably not going to make a huge difference when we're focusing the aura so heavily on this one. I'm not sure if I can even kill these things. They seem pretty tanky on this difficulty so far. I might have to just run through. Okay, we dodged it, very nice. So rare armor or crit chance, or we could take the upgrade there. I think I'm gonna grab the crit chance since that seems kind of hard to get sometimes. And there's an artifact that goes nicely with that gives you leech based on your crits. So that could be pretty cool if we can get enough of it. Oh yeah, we actually have to look around the map for those treasure chests to actually get the relics, I think they're called in this game. But some of those have some pretty unique effects. I'm not sure if there's like a specific time when they spawn. You seem to be able to get 2 or 3 of them depending on how long you've been out here. One of the healer guys, that's going to be a pain to kill with the kind of short range I still have. I guess we'll try and pull him through the acid pool up there. Use that to help out a bit. I think I might need some more meta progression. These guys are insanely strong now. Wings. Oh, movement speed is super important in this game, I feel like. I really need to finish that healer if I can. There's a couple detonators towards the middle. We can make... Oh god. Not the trees! I think I have to run through... Okay, well. RNG is on my side, I guess. We'll pull them through some of the big acid pools. Where did the healer go? I don't know, but we can't really wait too much longer, I think. I don't see any of the treasure chests yet. But we haven't checked the bottom right yet either. Clear the soul sludge. I think that's the only augment I've even seen on that spell yet. So hopefully there's some cool stuff, if we get that one out of the way at least. We're gonna have to kite away from that for a bit, but we got most of it. Alright, here we go. Epic Solar Pulse. Oh man, I went both of those. I think we're just gonna get an absolutely insane aura here. So the first element, and you can actually hold control to see kind of a basic description of those. Afterburn, additional damage over time after the initial hit. Sparks between targets, each dealing damage. That sounds cool for a short range spell to sort of extend our range with it a bit, I think. Oh yeah, it's pretty hard to... Oh, there's one of the chests. Yeah, it's kind of hard to control where you're going on the ice, but the Sun Mage Wizard has like some extra movement speed on hazards and stuff, I think. So he should be quite a bit better on these maps. Armor, current level, less health, increased movement speed, crit chance standing still. I think that's going to be hard to pull off when I am so weak compared to these guys, and I think this is just good guaranteed value since we kind of have to run through those trees sometimes. If I don't get lucky and dodge the hit, that will reduce the damage by quite a bit, I think. Oh, come on! Alright, let's see how bad it is. Jesus. That's a lot of damage for something that you usually have to get hit by. Unless there's like some crazy upgrades in meta progression I'm missing that give you a ton of extra damage, allowing you to fight through that. Spell explodes at the end of its lifetime. That's for the bird thing. Area based on... Oh, I have seen this before, but it doesn't seem to be as common as the other one. But that'll make it much easier to hit with that, combined with the area we're getting for it. I think you can get up to 3 of those chests, so I'm guessing they probably spawn at a certain point on the timer bar. We should probably trim down that pack size a bit while there's a bunch of detonators in the middle of it. That'll be good for AoE grinding right now. I feel like enemies do more damage to each other than I can, since the detonators just seem to instantly kill most of them. Solar pulse level. Yeah, we'll grab that. And yeah, I see the magnet over there. I just don't think I really need to take it right now, so I can get more value by saving it for later. See if we can pull that healer through the acid pool. Dodge. Ooh, base cooldowns, that's nice. Ooh, movements. I guess we're keeping the bird at level 1. Alright, I have a while. We can see if it's actually possible to kill one of these. No, I don't have a while. Yeah, I just don't think you can possibly kill those. Oops, almost ran into that. It was possible on the earlier levels. Celestial projectiles that rain down. Sounds cool, sure. But it just doesn't seem like I have the damage on the higher difficulties now. I need to collect the scattered mushrooms for this quest. So it just feels like you have to run through that stuff instantly and make sure you don't take damage from anything else, and then use like regen and the healing potions to heal up from it. Maybe if they spawned close to an acid pool and you set that off like right as they're running into it, you'd have enough. It could also just be that the aura is mechanically bad against them, I guess. That's not ideal. I can't control my movement on the ice very well, even as the Sun Mage. And the guaranteed damage again. Ouch. I think that was most of the outside, so we'll have to get some towards the middle now. Okay, that should be enough to finish it, hopefully. Yeah, movement speed seems like one of the most important stats here. Aurora Wings. Oh, we got 2 for that. I've never seen that before. Like, I want to reroll, but I think with all of the tree damage you have to take, I can't. So I guess we'll try an extra projectile here then. Solar Pulse, yup. I don't think I've seen a single potion drop on this run yet, though. But I do have a bit of life regen by default from the meta progression now. This actually might end up being a very weak build against the boss, since I might not even be able to attack him that much. Health, that'll be pretty helpful with all of the tree damage, I suppose. And speaking of the devil, okay, we'll try and pop the acid if I... No, I can't. I have to run through. Solar Pulse. I think we will keep maxing that, although I do have the augment for that. We'll take the high rarity stuff for it, since I might need some range damage against the boss here. Oh yeah, you actually do have 2 revives by default, I think. So you actually have quite a bit of extra healing than it seems like. I don't think I want to chase him through the ice there, it's just so hard to move. Even with the bonus this guy has for hostile terrain, it's just so hard to move still. Well, at least the star is actually hitting him a lot. I guess we'll go for that relic real quick. Less health, you gain more XP. Oh, I think I haven't seen that before. Damage is increased by 1%, move speed is reduced by 0.25% for every armor. Interesting, that might kill me. Can I see my stats here? So I have 58, so that'll be about 14-15% reduction, but a bunch of damage, and I might actually need that damage then. So, I guess that might only have the 2 upgrades for it then. Huh. I guess we'll take another... Oh, you can get another additional projectile. If we take this, then it will help it out with the boss killing, which we wanted it for. And I guess here it'll hit some of the most threatening enemies and leave some of the trash for my aura then? I'll probably take a solar pulse over the wings. I think it's too late to go into those ones though. But since we have the 2 augments on that, that's fine, I guess. Yeah, those trees are just so tanky, my god, man. Oh, it looks like we did get one right after I left. Yeah, there's a small hole there, but it took me a while to get that. And it's kind of reliant on all of the falling stars hitting them as well, I think. And also being in a good position where you can dodge the enemies for a while. It just feels like there's so many stars that have to align in order to have a chance of killing those right now. Finally, my first potion. I can't really grab it because the vines slow you down such an insane amount right now. Okay, nice detonators over there. Solar Pulse, we're 4 away from the second imbue. Decent armor. Oh yeah, I have the relic that goes with that. We should probably take a rare for it then. Another set of trees, but at least I have decent armor now. Ooh, Solar Pulse rare. I got stuck on the edge of the rock there. I think we try and get the second imbue there, since that's close enough. Big spell size for everything. Definitely take a detour for that. Then hopefully there's enough XP here to finish that imbue off now. I'm not sure any of these are super helpful for me. I haven't tried this yet, so I'm just going to see how it works mechanically, I think. Stars it is. Spell size. Man, like every time I try and get an imbue on something, it's just impossible. I think we take some crit damage then. That'll probably be the biggest damage boost for the boss here. I legitimately had a run earlier where I had like 3 or 4 augments on my basic spell that you start with, and I never got a single imbue for it, but thankfully we got this second one here. So let's see what these do. So this is a chain lightning resistance reduction, and this is a chain lightning damage over time. This sounds stronger to me here for the primary ability. This seems like more of a utility thing, and then this will give it raw damage. Oh, the boss is out. Time to go grab the magnet now. So I'll have the maximum power for him. We'll probably get the most out of one of these. Yeah, it does seem like there's only one boss. I've cleared like maybe 4 or 5 maps now, and it's always been that guy. Well, I'll grab the map whatever it lets me. Or the magnet. I think I said map? I don't know what I was thinking about that. We'll take some wings, I guess. We have to take something junk here. I don't know how you get rerolls. I guess the ice isn't that bad if you just move in a straight line only on it. Alright, can we make a sprint over to the magnet now? These are garbage, man. I need some rerolls. Base damage, yeah, that'll help the most here. So this is why I went for the chain lightning effect, so we could at least hit stuff nearby and eventually get some damage on the boss. Oh yeah, I guess we can pull him through the acid pool. Oh, not if I stagger him. Honestly, the staggering mechanic has seemed like a downside when I've been playing short-range builds, because it usually lowers my uptime on him, and it doesn't actually even interrupt his spellcast. It just kind of makes him stop moving. Falling stars, both are basically the same, I think. If we get 3 more levels, I could maybe try to get the acid effect on that for some defense reduction for my main spell. Yeah, like he's staggered there, but I can't really get close because the enemies are swarming me so much here. solar pulse, critical damage for everything. That'll probably help the most of the boss here. Some detonators if we can pull them into those. Not bad. Instant stagger so I can't really hit them anymore. But maybe some of the chain lightnings will do some work here. Oh god, I don't want to go into all those bullets. Ooh, relic. So yeah, looks like we get 3 of them per run. I think something was pushing that guy into me. This is the critical leech thing that I mentioned earlier. So either of these would be okay. I think we'll try this out to go with all of my armor. That'll make the healing more effective. I might have made a mistake there. But at least we have some in-combat healing now. Spell cooldown for the stars. We're 3 away from an MBU, maybe. We're only halfway through the fight, so that's actually not that unlikely now. You actually do get a lot of levels during the fight itself. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take some hits here. It's just so hard to control your movement on the ice, but we're running out of real estate to move through. Falling stars, we can get to the imbue there now. Yep. And the acid, okay. So that reduces their resistance, increasing the damage of everything else. I think that'll be good as a utility skill here. Almost running into those bullets. At least I have enough movement speed to change course again. Ow. I don't think I can really hit him during that again. Big solar pulse, yep. Cooldown for more resistance reduction. Alright, so that damage artifact based on my armor came in clutch there. It gave us a lot of extra damage. So we got the Moon Mage unlocked now. New ice elements. There's an Ancient's Hardcore. I guess we have to get the highest difficulty so that I can actually find people, so that we can do that one at some point. Yeah, there's still quite a few relics, and that one was a pretty big difference for that one. I feel like the starting relics just don't really help that much. You have a couple armor ones for some decent survivability, but there's not a lot of like offensive power or utility, it feels like. What does that guy do? He spells and infusions faster. Oh! So he's the Tinker. 10% gold on next mission. Oh, I haven't actually seen that spell yet. But that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.